Let's get into the big stories of the day. Joining me now on the desk here in Adelaide. It's a pleasure to have someone in here, Alex Antic, Liberal Senator. I've been sitting here all week just talking down the barrel of the camera there, so it's good to have someone to join me.
Well, I didn't want you to feel alone, Caleb, so I just popped in and you said, do you want to stay? So here we are.
That's right. We never walk alone here at Sky.
We never do.
The situation in the Red Sea. Why have we not sent a warship? It would seem like a pretty simple thing for us to do. The US is there, the UK is there. We've got a handful of people.
It's a great question. I don't know the answer to that. What I do know, though, is you're absolutely right about the commentary about this group. And I think more broadly about the premise of some of these incursions. What we're seeing now, I think, is a really genuinely anti-West movement we've seen sweeping across the globe. And this sort of anti-Western rhetoric that's been hidden around the Gaza war is of real concern. The other thing that I'm concerned about this is just simply the fact that we're in this situation. You made the point about the Biden administration continuing to fund Iran. This feels to me very much like something that wouldn't have happened prior to November 2020. And I got to tell you, I don't think the Trump administration would have allowed this to go ahead.
No, and I mean, if you look at the time of Trump's presidency, it was a time of pretty stable world peace. We didn't have any of these problems. We certainly didn't have Russia marching off into Ukraine. We didn't have wars anywhere else in the world. And part of that, almost counterproductively, I think, is the unpredictability of Donald Trump. Because people say, it doesn't provide any stability because you don't know what the man's going to do. But because you don't know what the man's going to do, it makes people scared of him. They don't want to do anything because they don't know how he'll react.
Yeah, well, look, that might be right. I also think the other thing here is that, ultimately, he's the art of the deal. And sometimes there's a deal to be done. I don't think handing money in billions and billions hand over fist is the way to do that personally, particularly not with a regime like the Iranian regime. So
no, well,
it's the wrong way to go.
You're effectively funding your own destruction.
Right.
Which seems ridiculous.